Hey guys, so this is really new to my channel and I wouldn't do something like this, but I thought I would keep like video diaries of my life as a university student and living like my normal life and explaining like my mental health and how I'm finding uni at the moment during these unprecedented times, and yeah, just being like maybe even having some guests on. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure fully what I'm gonna do in these diaries, but this is episode 1 and I am currently sat in my uni room, which I normally am in nearly every day apart from Mondays and Tuesdays where I'm in class for like 2 hours and then I do rehearsals by myself because of the new project that I am doing for my class, which is called CCT. I think it's called Creative Contemporary Theatre. I never know what the first C is, but I think it's Creative Contemporary Theatre. And just like it's kind of easy working on your own when you don't have to have arguments with other people. And don't get me wrong, I do love my class, but we end up having like so many arguments either in person or on our group chat, which we have. And I'll tell you this, there's been a lot of arguments over the past 2 years, but we do sort them out and we do end up like working together as much as we can. Like especially during the first lockdown, we had to do a radio play for our end of year show because obviously uni closed due to COVID and all shows were closed, like cancelled and everything like that. And so for us, I think we were glad because we didn't want to do the play that we were supposed to be doing for our end of year show, which for us we were so happy, but the radio play was a bit weird. Like we didn't understand it at first and how we were going to like progress it, and I think there was a point where all of us were just like, is there even a point in this? Are we actually gonna full on get this performance out there? And I don't think it went anywhere. I think it just went to the university so then they could mix it all together and then listen to it. I don't know if it went onto the radio like they said it would, because no one told us anything. So yeah, that went well, but because we were split into 2 different teams, because we double cast the show, because at that time we had like 12 people, now we have 10, no we have 11, we lost 2, gained 1, so yeah, and now at the end of this year we're losing 2 others, so we're now going to go down to 9. I'm not entirely sure if we're losing another one, so it may be 9, it may be 8, but I'll have to see when we come back next year. Other than that, since I've been back, it's like been so weird because obviously you still have to keep the social distance. We have to get COVID tests every time we go on campus. Well, not every time, like if you're only on for like 2 days a week, you only get 1 COVID test. You have to make sure that you are negative, otherwise your whole class goes on isolation. And because of where I live, I'm in a flat with 4 other people at the moment because one person didn't come back this term, which is our final term, so I'm happy about that. But it would mean that if I'm on isolation, they would have to be on isolation, and I wouldn't want that because I think 3 of them don't go onto campus, but one of them does, and that will mean that their class has to go on isolation as well, which I wouldn't want that for anyone. So yeah, apart from that, like, life is just being like hard for me. In the next episode, I haven't really fully decided what I'm going to do for the next episode. I might talk about my mental health, I might talk about what's going on with my life, what I'm going to hopefully try and do after university, what, like, anything. Even if like some of you guys have questions for me, I probably might do a Q&A on this diary, and answer some of you guys' questions that you have. But obviously I haven't fully decided yet, but I just thought maybe it'd be a good idea to try and do like video diaries and have you guys get to know get to know me a little bit, get to know what I do, and get to know what I'll be doing hopefully in the future, if and when we all go back to normal. So at this point, I do not know when we're going to be fully back to normal. I think it's going to take like a few years to get over this whole pandemic, and because of like releasing lockdown, everything's like slowly starting to reopen. Not everything's reopened just yet. I think the next thing is happening sometime in May 17th, something's happening. But then, like, from what we've been told, we'd be going back to normal by the 21st of June. So most people have their fingers crossed, but I'm not holding my breath just in case it doesn't happen. But we'll just have to wait and see. But it's like making sure that everyone's got their first vaccination for the COVID. So obviously most students haven't had their first one. I think the first one that we're all getting is either sometime in June. So we'll just have to wait and see about that. But yeah, this is my first episode and I hope you have enjoyed it. I know I sound so like unhappy with myself and it does look like I've been crying. I have some context that I'm going to be using for a TikTok account that I'm on, for when we do season 2, because we're still filming season 1 and getting season 1 out there for them. But yeah, that's why it looks like I've been crying, because I've got contacts which are really nice contacts. So I would show you, but the solution would fall out and I would have to redo the whole thing. So not what I want to do. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this first episode. Let me know what you would like to see in the second episode, and yeah, I can't wait to talk to you again, guys. Bye.